Today we want to talk about contemporary issue topical sermons. We mentioned in an earlier episode that there are three basic types of topical sermons. There's biographical topical preaching, there's doctrinal topical preaching, and then the third one, the one we're talking about today, contemporary issue topical preaching. What does that mean? Well, we start with a contemporary issue, something that's going on in society, something in culture, something that our people are thinking about, something that's already on their minds. We want to ask, does the Bible say anything about this issue? Does the Bible speak to this issue, either explicitly or maybe implicitly? Think about some of the issues that are pretty relevant today. If you're watching this in 2017, some of the contemporary issues that may be discussed: immigration reform. It may be gun violence. It may be global warming, or how we should take care of the creation that God has made. As I'm recording this video, we are less than 1 week removed from the largest mass shooting in modern American history in Las Vegas, Nevada. A man knocked out a window at Mandalay Bay and opened fire on 20,000 plus people at a concert just down the road, leaving 58 people dead and over 500 injured. And I would imagine that in churches this particular weekend, particularly in Las Vegas, there will be leaders who are addressing this contemporary issue. They're trying to answer the question, where do we find hope when everything seems hopeless? Where do we go to find peace in a world that seems not to be filled with peace? And so you want to ask the question, what are my listeners dealing with? What's going on in their world that they need addressed from the pulpit? In what way do they need a word from God? And so you then go and you search the scriptures to see if God has spoken about any of those issues, either explicitly or implicitly. But contemporary issue topical preaching can be challenging. For one, a lot of these contemporary issues have a lot of different angles, a lot of different viewpoints. And for the preacher who's preaching every Sunday, it can be pretty difficult and pretty challenging to wrestle through all of those different perspectives just getting ready for one sermon. Another challenge is that many of these issues aren't addressed in Scripture. There's nothing that explicitly addresses some of these issues. And so in that case, what we have to do is ask ourselves, is there kind of an overarching theological principle that might speak indirectly to this issue? And when we find it, it's imperative that we speak to these contemporary issues with both humility and grace. Let me encourage you to begin assessing some of the issues that your people are wrestling with. And maybe in the next month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, give it a try. Develop a contemporary issue topical sermon.